Good afternoon. George Cavalios for HFT Bonds. Sorry about that. Just had to make sure the thing was going. Interesting day. Yesterday was the tell. Man, I wish somebody would have freaking slapped me in the back of the head when we traded 132.04 on the 10-year yesterday. You don't get close like that to perfect C equals A trades that often, especially on the hourly charts instead of the shorter term charts. The hourly C equals A are some of the best signals out there. It was also the 200-hour moving average, which was interesting. I'm starting to look more at moving averages since my friend Kevin Cook has joined the fund here recently. We both talked about that one yesterday. Neither one of us pulled the trigger. Maybe we both should get slapped in the back of the head. Moving on, guys. Today started out interesting. A little bit of a sell-off. It was holding that 26-plus support level early this morning. Figured, okay, we got the buyback. We got to buy the first dip of the morning against, the buyback idea. Didn't want to, risk a lot on it because I knew that big C equals A target up above us was, sitting there last night and got hit. So we put a stop. I think I risked, a tick and a half. I think I was stopped out at 25 plus. So it was pretty quick. No pain. Moving on. Market traded all the way down to, 19 plus. I did not have any magic levels down there. I was kind of surprised that it held where it held. Kind of right in between the fib retracements of the rally at 382. I think that was at 20 and a half. And 16, the 50% retracement. So looking for some more deeper retracements now. 618 retracement of the recent rally, and the 10-year is at 16, and on the bonds it's at 144.11. And as I threw up in the chat room here a little bit ago, kind of the game plan for tonight, look to sell against the previous highs that we saw on the auction bounce. Best 30-year auction I've seen in a long time. The bond market was down 20 ticks. We rallied back to down, 10, I think, on the day, and then sold off and went back and been messing around with sort of the down 20 on the day, down 10 on the 10-year trade. I still think there's way too many longs out there. Remember the commitment of traders stuff that we highlighted on the hedge fund longs. Those guys have not been getting out as much as I think they should. Maybe we're going down to retest last Friday's lows and maybe even make lower lows and chase those guys out. I think they're going to have stops down below last Friday's lows. We did not meet the bigger C equals A targets on the 10-year. We did meet and exceed them on the bonds. Remember that. The 10-year did not. That level is down at 130.18, 22, somewhere in there. I would not be surprised to see that level get tested between now and sort of the middle part of next week. Remember, we have some, tomorrow's a minor cycle date. I think that just started this trend down again. And I want to say the 20th is the big Bradley cycle turn date next week. Close, 18th, 20th, somewhere in there next week on January 18th or 20th is the big cycle date. So I wouldn't be surprised to see us trade down starting now into that big cycle date next week, and then we'll see what happens from there. It's not going to be easy. Fed's in buying stuff every day, with this QE4, but, I think all that does is provide us upticks to sell into, and or sell, like if you were a dealer, yeah, give it to the Fed. Where, who said it? Was Gross? Where bad bonds go to die, the Federal Reserve. Let's give it to them. All right, game plan. Try and short them against the 26 plus, 27 plus level on the 10-year. Trying to short them against, where's that, 02? 145 even to 02 area on the bonds. You got to take a little bit of risk overnight. I'm looking for, like I said, 131.16 on the 10-year, 144.11 to cover on the bonds. Do that early and be done. Unless you want to hang around and trade a Friday afternoon, kind of HF, algo lockup trade, which I'm not going to really want to trade. I certainly don't want to get chopped up in the middle part of the day. The overnight trade has been the better trade. let's play that trade overnight tonight and cover tomorrow morning. That's the game plan. All right, guys, have a great evening. I'll see you on the Twitter. I'm going to be watching this stuff tonight because I think it's an important turning point that we're seeing here today. I definitely want to have some involvement. I just covered my shorts here probably a little bit early at 23 plus. Remember, these afternoons, the market's been kind of weak. If you're still short, you might see that 16 level here going into the Globex close this afternoon. Okay, that's it. See you later.